information is provided for the raw material X. Annual demand for material X, 12,000 units. Cost per order, 250 kwacha. Holding cost per unit per year, 10 kwacha. Lead time, 2 to 5 days. Working days per year, 300 days. Purchase price per unit, 50 kwacha. Colleagues, what is lead time? For those who remember, what is lead time? Police. It's that serious. Mr. Kasono, Madam Sylvia.
Good evening, sir.
Lead time.
Lead time, no idea. When was this class? How many teacher involved lead time? Because I can't even remember this.
This class was done on the 11th of January. You were present. I know who was present that day. You were present.
I was present. Hey, okay. No. Let me be genuinely honest. I cannot remember even being part of that class, but
you are present in spirit. Yes, who was raised the hand?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. At least time, from my understanding, I think this is the time when you place an order for goods. From the time you place an order until the time you receive the goods.
That's correct. Lead time is the time you wait when you make an order and for your goods to arrive. Okay. So AEL operates a continuous inventory system. The company wants to minimize its total inventory cost, ordering cost, and carrying costs, while ensuring that stockouts do not occur. Okay, so colleagues here, accounting for inventory. This is part of inventory control, okay, or inventory management. Okay. So the last is calculate the following. First is the economic order quantity. Yes, this one everyone was there yesterday. What is the EOQ? Mr. Emmanuel? Mr. Foster?
Let me try.
Okay.
This is the quantity of the goods that that can be ordered either in excess or little. I think
Thank you for your contribution. We need to refine that answer. Thank you for your contribution. It is a quantity that you order, but what is it trying to achieve? That quantity you order. When you order that quantity, what are you trying to achieve?
I think the achievement you want to bring about is to have enough stock and put in excess, just enough for us to do the business.
That's valid.
Another point, maybe to. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Another point of the economic order quantity is to reduce the cost of storage.
Yes. You are trying to reduce the carrying costs and the ordering costs. Okay, or you're trying to minimize both. Because remember, these two costs act in different ways. Okay. The bigger the quantity that you order, your ordering costs go down.
What? The bigger what?
The bigger the quantity,
Yes.
ordering, it means you have to make less orders, right?
Oh yes, the frequency of the orders, right? Like if you order in small batches, you'll be making too many orders, depending on how many sales you're having. Okay, all right, yes.
So what we can remember is the bigger the order, please remember this, colleagues, the bigger the order, the ordering costs go down. But since now you have brought in a big quantity, it means your holding costs will increase. Then the smaller the order, meaning you have to make more orders, so your ordering costs will go up. But since you're bringing in less amounts, carrying costs are going to go down. So the EOQ is trying to just minimize both of these. Okay. Yes. I hope we are all okay with this point.
Yeah, I think, sir, you can shed more light as to how the cost will go up if you order less, and the going down if you order more.
If you order less, it means you have to make more orders, right?
Yes, yes.
And the more orders that you're going to make, it means your ordering costs will be going up. But at the same time,
But I'm saying that the cost of
you're breaking, sir. Unfortunately, you are breaking. Maybe type out your question. Please kindly type it out. Or if anybody was able to hear, let me know what was being asked. Okay, so just type out your question, Mr. Emmanuel. Has anyone got another question before so that you start answering?
So for me, it's just you said the smaller the order, the more the smaller the order, the more ordering, the cost of ordering goes up, right? What about the carrying cost? What's this? What's carrying cost? Is it the
It's the same as the holding cost.
So it's just the holding cost. Okay.
Or better yet, think of it as the storage cost.
Yes. Okay.
So when you bring
Okay. So the big. Yes.
maybe finish what you needed to say. Then
I was saying that the bigger the order, right? Meaning that the carrying cost increases because the space, the storage there is kept with all these materials or these things that you've ordered, right?
Yes.
The ordering cost goes down because you won't do frequent orders. Okay, all right, I understand.
I have mixed up somewhere there.
Okay, so let me say it again. The bigger the order,
Uh-huh.
yes, the bigger the order, the more the carrying cost,
Uh-huh.
right? But yes, the more the carrying cost. Then in terms of the ordering cost, it reduces.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the smaller the order,
The smaller the order, the less the more the ordering cost. The ordering cost increases, and the carrying cost, which is the holding cost, reduces, or rather, is it reduces? Yes, yes, because there is
colleagues.
not. Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Colleagues, I hope we are all okay with that. Okay, so here we have to calculate the EOQ. This is the formula here.
So, Mr. Emmanuel's question is: does the cost of being attributed to the cost? Does the cost being attributed to the cost of transport and the other things? Or yeah, maybe saying, does this thing also attribute to the cost of transportation and these other things?
The order cost.
Yes, the bigger the cost, the bigger the big is it the bigger the
Yes, transportation can be part of the order cost.
all right.
If whenever you make an order, someone has to bring it to you and you're paying an extra fee for that, the delivery charge. Then transportation costs will fall under order costs. And it's actually good you brought up that question. So colleagues, what are examples of order costs and holding costs? So that you get A pluses in this course and financial management. What is examples of ordering costs and holding costs? As you are thinking, you can look at this tabulation here. Okay.
Holding costs, there's aspects of theft, aspects of maybe items expiring.
That's holding cost.
Yes, sir.
Yes, maybe you can insure your goods against theft. That insurance cost on your good, that would be part of the holding cost. Then you say that the goods going bad. If I can give my comment on that one, I'll need to. Because there's really no value you can put. Okay, maybe when the goods go bad, then you account for how much you lost. Probably. I'll try to verify on that one. Any other holding costs?
Yeah, sir, can you also include the warehouse costs for the same stock?
Yes, the warehouse costs. The rent for the warehouse. The light expense for the warehouse. The electricity, water bills, the cards who are there. And then other costs, most common is the transportation expense. And maybe which other other costs? Colleagues, anyone who works in a business where when you place an order, you can see you're able to trace the order costs.
Maybe loading and offloading sometimes.
Oh yes. That's thank you, madam. Who's that, madam? Who? Florence. Thank you for that contribution.
Even just the actual cost of the products you order.
That's purchase costs.
Is it? Sure.
Sir,
How, sir? Maybe
yeah,
shed
So
some
the
light
order
there.
cost is just focusing on the expenses that are incurred when transporting the goods and placing an order for the goods. But the actual cost of the goods themselves, that's the purchase price.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
there's the answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Mau.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can we also include the insurance cost in terms of delivery for the same goods?
There's such a thing as insurance. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, goods on transit are usually
Yeah.
insured.
Okay, then yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, colleagues, you now know what examples to put when you're answering this type of questions. Okay. So, if they bring a question specifically on the EOQ, you know which examples to use and get the full marks. Okay. So, back to the tabulation. 2 times the annual demand multiplied by the order cost divided by the holding cost. Okay, so you start with the numerator, 2 times 12,000 times 250, 6 million. Then you divide 6 million by 10, 600,000. Square root of 600,000, 774.6 units, which can be rounded off to 775 units. Any questions on that? This EOQ formula, I don't know if it's provided, but it's not hard to forget. So it might be provided to you, but seek clarity from your lecturer. Any questions? Okay, next we now need to find the reorder level. As the name implies, when you reach this amount, you have to place an order. Okay? So, now, with the reorder level, the question doesn't give you maximum usage or minimum usage. Okay, you have to find the average daily usage. Okay, because the maximum and minimum have not been given. When we're talking about this maximum usage or maximum consumption, basically how much of the raw material you are using. The average daily usage, annual demand divided by the working days. Annual demand is 12,000 units. We have 300 working days in the year. So on average, we use up 40 units of material X per day. Any questions on that before we calculate the reward again?
Maybe just repeat, sir. Just repeat, starting on the average daily usage, just to get understanding.
Because they never gave us our maximum and minimum usage.
Yes.
So that's why we use our average daily usage.
Okay, so if they gave us, there was no need to use this, right?
No need, you just come here straight, maximum usage, apply the maximum unit type.
Okay.
Colleagues, are we all clear with that?
So you can just come again. You are breaking inside.
If you are not given the maximum usage and the minimum usage, if you are not given these two values, you need to get the average daily usage. Okay. If these two things are not given to you, then you need to use your average daily usage. Okay? That's the point I was illustrating, sir.
Okay, sir. Now, what of the case where you are given the two? How would you use them?
You just bring it like here for order level, you just put it here. There will be no need to get an average day.
Oh, okay, okay.
Colleagues, what if you're just given only maximum and no minimum usage? What did you do? Well, we think about that. So the reorder level, maximum usage multiplied by maximum lead time. Maximum usage 40 units per day, use half of unit X, times 5 days, so 200 units. So when we reach 200 units of material X, we need to reorder. Any questions? Will this formula be given? No, they never give this formula for this reorder maximum level, and they don't give these ones.
So, sir, this means, according to the question, when the unit reach 200, meaning that we need to start looking for money to order, to make other orders, right?
You have to place that order, yes.
All right.
In reality sense, maybe if it's like you're on 210, 220, then you know that I have to make it. I have to order now. You don't wait until it reaches 200 exact. Any other question before we go? Maximum inventory level. Okay, this is the maximum amount you should have. Okay, you don't want to go above this because now you have inventory that might get destroyed. Okay, might get bad, or it might just sit there doing nothing. Okay, so it's the reorder level plus the order quantity. Okay. Now here, since we already got the EOQ, so this is our order quantity. Okay. Reorder level plus order quantity minus the minimum usage multiplied by the minimum unit time. Order level 200 units, the order quantity 775 units, minimum usage, we're going to use the average daily usage because we haven't been given this figure. So we use the average daily usage of 40 units per day multiplied by minimum lead time. The lead time they told us is 2 to 5 days. So the minimum is 2 days.
On the 2 days, you said what? The minimum on the one where they told us what?
Ask your question again.
The information which we were told before we arrived to the 2, which is in the brackets here. What is the original information?
They told us lead time is 2 to 5 days.
Okay, so we get the minimum, which is 2, right? Okay.
Yes, so this is the maximum stock we should have in our shop. Minimum stock level, this is the lowest we should reach. As the name implies, minimum stock level. So it's the reorder level minus average usage times average lead time. Okay. So average daily usage, we already have it, it's 40 days. Okay. Average lead time, since the lead time is between 2 to 5 days, so you say 2 plus 5 divided by 2, you get 7/2, which gives you 3.5 days. That's the average lead time. Any questions? Okay, then so reorder level 200, average usage 40, average lead time 3.5, 40 times 3.5, 140, 200 minus 140 is 60 units. Okay, so this is the lowest level of stock that you can have. Any questions? Okay, average inventory level, minimum level plus half EOQ, economic order quantity. So the minimum level 60 units, economic order quantity 775, half of 775, 387.5. 60 plus this, 477.5, which the round of to 476 units. Any questions? When it becomes quiet like this, I start to worry. Mr. Kasono, any questions? Madam Siu?
No, sir. Got no question. But just a note that when you get the EOQ here, it's you are doomed. But the lecturer said that he marks for trying, for having an idea.
I heard differently last time. He said that if you don't get the answers you want, he doesn't mark you correct.
Which isn't this
That
cost
was
management?
in FM.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was in financial management.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mixed the two. Yeah, because even in FM,
So, sir,
you do this also.
if I got you right last time, sir, you mentioned to say formulas are not given in this course,
For cost accounting,
in an
yes, cost
exam.
accounting. I haven't seen formula given for cost accounting.
So how best can we
Questions.
help ourselves, sir?
Questions. When I post questions attempt, at least you remember those formulae. That's how best you remember these things.
Okay.
Yeah. Questions. That's the B. 5 questions. You remember. And then the day before the exam, you jot these formulae down. Okay. Okay, we can go to part B now. Calculate the total annual material cost. Yes, so the total material cost is going to be composed of 3 things: the purchase cost, the holding, and the ordering cost. We did this yesterday, so I hope people remember. So for the exam, we find our total purchase cost.
You said it's supposed to be annual demand multiplied by price per unit.
Yes. Annual demand multiplied by price per unit. Not monthly. When they're asking for this, they want annual. So not monthly. So yes, 12,000. The annual demand is 12,000 units. The price per unit is 50 kwacha per unit. So in total we pay 600,000. The EOQ can't affect this purchase cost. This total purchase cost. Or no, let me make it more clear. The EOQ can't affect the purchase price. Then next, what find our annual order cost? Number of orders in a year multiplied by cost per order. Okay, so how we get the number of orders? So the annual demand divided by the order quantity. So we're using our EOQ here. So 12,000 divided by 775, we get 15.48, which equates to 15 orders. So that year you're going to make 15 orders. Okay. Each order costs you 250 kwacha. So 15 times 250, 3,750 kwacha. That will be your annual order cost. annual holding cost, the average inventory multiplied by your holding cost per unit. So our average inventory is our order quantity divided by 2 multiplied by the holding cost per unit. So our order quantity is 775 divided by 2 plus 387.5 multiplied by our holding cost per unit, which is 10. So we get 3,875 as our annual holding cost.
So just kindly go back. Just there. Okay. Just wanted to observe the formula.
So the total materials cost, the purchase, plus the order cost, plus the holding cost. So 60,000 plus 3,750 plus 3,875, we get 67,625. So, total material cost. Any questions before we go to part C? Okay, from accounting for inventory, we will now go into accounting for labor. AEL operates a piece rate system to pay its workers. The company wants to manage its labor inventory levels by monitoring output and wage costs using a Taylor differential piece rate system to incentivize efficiency. The following is the information made available. Standard output per day, 50 units. So, this is what you're expected to produce if you're working for AEL. Every day, 50 units. Piece rate per unit, 20 kwacha. Okay. Now, AEL wants their workers to be more efficient. Basically, they want them to produce more units per day. So, they've created this system so that they can motivate people to produce more. Okay? So 80% of the piece rate if output is below standard. Okay? So if you produce less than the standard, okay, you're only going to get 80% of this 20 kwacha per unit. 100% of the piece rate if output is equal to standard. So if you're producing 50 units a day, you're going to be paid this 20 kwacha per unit. 120% of the piece rate if output exceeds the standard. So if you go beyond the standard, which AEL wants, you'll be getting paid 120% of this 20 kwacha, meaning your piece rate will be high. Okay. So, they've given us information. Data for the week of week 26 of 2025 as follows. We have the workers and the units produced. the number of days worked. Okay? So basically we have to calculate how much is each person going to earn. Okay? So let's first tabulate the standard, what's expected from each work. The standard output basic. So if it says 50 units per day and you work 5 days, so you're supposed to produce, each of these are expected to produce 250 units for the 5 days they work. This is what is expected. Okay? Since it's 50 units each day, so for 5 days you're expected to make 250 units. So now we're going to analyze each work and see who went above the standard, who went below. So we start with Abel. He produced 220 units. He produced below standard. Below standard. So he's going to be paid 80% of the piece rate. Okay? 80% of the piece rate. Okay? So when it's 80% of 20 kwacha, it is 16 kwacha per unit. Okay? So since Abel produced 220 units, multiplied by 16 kwacha per unit, is going to earn 3,520 kwacha as his earnings. Any questions?
Sorry, sir, maybe I missed the explanation. They are on top of Abel, the 50 units over days. Where is it coming from? Is it immediately after the table, which we were just discussing?
Yes.
This, because I'm asking just the part which is just, yes, this part here. Maybe you scroll up, I just see the information on top.
So it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Oh, it doesn't matter?
What matters is you just have to find that standard. So it can be the first thing you tabulate. Okay. Actually, it has to be the first thing that you tabulate because that's what you will be comparing against.
Oh, okay.
Bills produced 280 units. He went above standard. Okay? So he's going to get 120% of the piece rate. So 120% of the piece rate is 24 kwacha per unit. Okay? If you go above standard, you're going to be paid more than the standard piece rate. Okay? So 280 multiplied by 24 kwacha per unit, you get 6,720. Clara produced 190 units. She went below standard. So she's getting 80% of the piece rate. So 80% of 20 kwacha, 16 kwacha per unit. 16 times 190 units, you get 3,040 kwacha. So at this company, the more you produce, the better you get paid. Then Daniel produced 260 units. He was also above standard, so he was going to be paid 120% of the piece rate, which is 24 kwacha per unit. So 4 times 260 units, you get 6,240. So those are the earnings of the workers.